Digicel new combo plans. We share voice, text, and data at a low monthly cost.
Just coming to work.
Hey, it's better when we all play together.
I think that you explained that picture during a bit. See, I was watching between 9 and 10:30. I go like, there you are.
But you know what is good this morning because people got more space on the screen this morning. You know, 'cause you know what I mean, right? People got more space on the screen this morning because they wake up and you know how it is. More space on the screen today, so
Yes.
well, I wish you work on a screensaver or what?
Yes, it's literally called a screensaver.
A screensaver. All right, Papa. You know we're back right here today after a lovely, beautiful day yesterday.
Yes, indeed.
And we know that the weather situation is very tight around right now. Some parts of Mexico, the flood very hard, man. Very hard. But as we're here with all of you today, we want to wake up this morning. Wake up good with a nice prayer today. So
Yes.
let's jump right into
Buenos
that
dias,
prayer for
Belize.
this
Good morning,
Papa.
Orange. Good morning, Belize. It's always a pleasure to be in your company. This is the Sugar City Morning Show, which is 5 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good morning if you have just joined us. Pues siempre es un placer estar en su sintonía. Muchas gracias. En realidad nos honra, nos orgullece que nos mantengan en sintonía y que estén siempre sintonizados escuchando la buena nueva que traemos nosotros aquí durante el curso de este programa. Pues como siempre lo hacemos en este programa, empezamos con una oración. Algunas veces la gente me dice, tú no te cansas de orar, ¿qué pasó contigo? ¿Qué onda contigo? Esto y esto y el otro. Digo, no, enteramente, porque cada día es un milagro para mí, cada día necesito agradecerle a Dios por ese milagro de la vida, ese milagro de la buena salud, ese milagro de las buenas fuerzas. Lo demás, como decía mi madre, lo batallamos de una forma u otra. Pero hoy, Padre, te quiero dar las gracias por las bendiciones que nos das a diario, Padre, por la vida, por la salud, las fuerzas también. Padre, también te agradezco el bienestar y la buena salud de mi familia, de mis amistades, de aquellas personas que están a mi alrededor. Gracias, Padre. Gracias por eso. También, Padre, te quiero agradecer tu amor eterno. Muchas veces no empezamos a entender, la gran mayoría del tiempo más bien, no empezamos a entender ese gran amor que tú tienes para nosotros. Nos dicen a diario el amor de Dios, el amor de Dios, el amor de Dios. Pero para poder llegar a ese nivel de entender o empezar a entender el amor de Dios, pues es un brinco bastante fuerte, Padre. Permítenos llegar a ese entendimiento y a ese conocimiento de tu gran amor. Padre, también te quiero dar las gracias por tu justicia, te quiero dar gracias por tu perdón que nos ofreces a través de Jesucristo. Padre, te lo agradezco todo. Hoy pido, Padre, para aquellas personas que más lo necesitan. Hoy pido para aquellas personas que están en las calles, sin casa, sin comida, con hambre. Padre, también te pido por aquellas personas que todavía siguen en adicciones y en alcoholismo. Padre, guíalos a que a ellos les nazca el deseo de mantenerse sobrios. Padre, te agradezco todo, te bendecimos hoy por la mañana. Amén.
Thank you very much, Papa. You said lots of important words in that prayer, but two very important words that catch me was Padre and Gracias. Two very important.
Gracias. Because I always say this, Chicky, a lot of us take everything for granted.
Right.
We wake up in the morning, we don't got it. We don't do nothing. We just wake up and we don't say, good Lord, thank you. But we are only the kind of people who pray when bad things happen to us.
I know. But that word, gracias, thank you, a very powerful word, you know.
Oh, yes.
Did you see the event of the Pope's visit to Ecuador?
I did not see that. It's unfortunate, but I did not see
Had
that.
a huge amount of people.
I gather as much, yes.
As much, you're talking about million.
Yes.
Yeah, very, and it was well attended.
Why, well,
And I think the Pope should be coming to Central America very, very soon.
Yes,
You
yes,
know?
and I think that he will, I think that he will. All he needs is a little invitation, a little progging, and he will come.
Yeah, he will come. How about the rains? Will the rains be coming?
Well, this is the general weather forecast for today, the 7th of July, 2015. Folks, at 6 o'clock this morning, the general situation was relatively dry. Easterly airflow was prevailing over our area. Strong breeze to blow from the east. The 24-hour forecast, sunny with cloudy spells today and partly cloudy tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated. The winds blowing from the east at 10 to 20 knots. The sea state choppy to moderate. The outlook, folks, for Wednesday and Wednesday night, which is tomorrow, continuing mainly fair weather with only isolated showers or thunderstorms on Wednesday, then a few showers and thunderstorms developing mainly over the south Wednesday night. The highs, the temperatures along the coast, 87 degrees Fahrenheit, inland 94 degrees Fahrenheit, and up in the hills, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Along the coast, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, that is for lows, and lows inland 74 degrees, and up in the hills 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's talk about the tides. There's a low tide at 8:03 this morning, which is within a little bit less than an hour. There's another low tide at 8:31 p.m. this evening, tonight rather. There's a high tide at 1:58 this afternoon, and another high at 2:50 a.m. tomorrow morning. The sun rises tomorrow at 24 minutes after 5. If you notice, sometime between a week or two, it was at 5:20, 5:18, 5:19. Now the days are going to become progressively shorter. It's 5:24, and the sun sets at 6:32 this evening. The moon sets at 10:51 in the morning, and the moon rises at 11:14 p.m. So that is the weather forecast for today. It's essentially telling us fair weather with the possibility of an occasional shower or thunderstorm. But and it's going to be quite warm, all the way up to 94 degrees. Para las personas de habla hispana, hoy siendo el 7 de julio, a las 6 de la mañana, un flujo de aire del este y bastante seco está influenciando el estado del tiempo sobre todo el país. Para las siguientes 24 horas, hoy estará bastante soleado, con periodos de nubosidad durante el curso del día, y por la noche también. Tormentas y chubascos estarán, sin embargo, bastante aisladas. Los vientos del este de 10 a 20 nudos, el estado del mar agitado a moderado. Se espera de que para mañana y para mañana por la noche continúe este buen tiempo, con la posibilidad de chubascos y tormentas aisladas, pero por la noche estas desarrollando mayormente en el sur. Las temperaturas altas por la costa 87 grados Fahrenheit, en el interior 94, en las colinas 81 grados, las bajas por la costa, compañeros, 80 grados, en el interior 74 y por las colinas 69 grados Fahrenheit. Las mareas, una baja a las 8:03, dentro de poco eso sucederá. Y otra baja a las 8:31 hoy por la noche, una alta a la 1:58 y otra alta a las 2:50 mañana por la madrugada. El sol sale mañana a las 5:24. El sol se pone hoy a las 6:32. La luna igualmente se pone a las 10:51 esta mañana, pero sale de nuevo a las 11:14 hoy por la noche. Le damos las gracias a Forecaster Rodón por esa información. Tengan un buen día.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. And we like to inform our viewers that Mr. Dylan Jones is not here today because the Channel 10 crew is working on this Make Me Rich winning. So the guys from Channel 10, part of the crew, is out taking care of that business there. because we understand that the winner will be presented with the winnings today.
Why? It's a lucky winner, $500,000. I guess government takes 15% of
Right,
that,
50%,
right? So
yeah.
at the end of the day, that
15
person,
times 5, that's what, 75?
yeah, will be left with $425,000.
Good money.
Why? If I make it drop just like that?
Like rain and like
Who
pitta
wouldn't
patta.
want that? Who
Yeah.
wouldn't want that, Chicky? Make one day you wake up and tell you, boy, you win, Chicky. You win $500,000.
$500,000, good thing.
I had a lady couldn't believe it.
You couldn't believe it. Did you saw the Macy's fireworks for the 4th
I
of
saw
July?
part of it. It was beautiful, man.
I saw the display of the one in Long Island in New York.
Uh-huh.
It was beautiful, and the Nathan's hot dog, the person who won it ate how much hot dog? 62 hot dog
What?
in 10 minutes.
What?
62 hot dog in 10 minutes. You know, that's a big part
You
of
the
it.
joke.
Yeah, serious.
62 hot dog.
Yeah, but the person he won had a record of 67,
Oh,
but it was in time limit, no?
but the person who had the previous record wasn't competing.
Yeah, he was competing.
Oh, and he couldn't muster up the 67.
No. Well, it's not for the 67, it's for the duration of the time.
Oh, it's the duration of time.
For like 10 minutes.
Oh,
Who eat
okay.
more hot dog,
Who
but
eat
one
more
time
hot
he
dog?
ate 67. But this new person eat 62.
62
In
in
10 minutes.
the same amount of time.
10 minutes.
Okay.
You know, and you know,
Mamma mía, 62 perros calientes. ¿Te imaginas cómo la panza se la haya soplado?
in 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Bueno, ahí ellos saben qué tienen que hacer para
Yeah.
ganarse el dinero. Pero
Today-
también para divertirse, ¿verdad?
Yeah, it's fun, you know. The Macy's parade was beautiful as well, you know.
But Macy's is an institution
Yeah.
in New York.
Yeah, you're right. New York,
Macy's is an institution, and I was very proud to have been there in New York City. And you tell me, where is, ¿dónde está el paraíso? Macy's 3rd and 4th floor, men's apparel. Lo mejor de lo mejor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they had a Chinese guy that used to be here in Orange Walk. He used to be very, very popular. He used to call her Jackie. I don't know if you remember Jackie. Always friendly with people.
Jackie one.
I don't really know what's his surname, but I remember we gonna stay at when we gonna play in New York one time. We gonna play the SOBs, and we be staying at Central Park Hotel, right in front of Central Park. When we come downstairs, Jackie, they right there, so they sit down and wait for it. He said, "Why?"
Right in front of the Central Park?
Yeah, right in front of the Central Park.
Was that the Plaza Hotel?
No, I think it's a Central Park Hotel.
Or the Central Park?
When you come out from there, as you come out from there, you
Big
face
time.
Central Park. Guyana Central Park. And
Any hotel that's around the Central Park is a lot of money.
yeah, we gone there, we gonna pick up some snow and different things now. But we have some good news coming up, you know. We have some, I want to say good morning to my sister Angela in Libertad. She says to tell you hi as well.
Thank
She
you.
watches the
Thank
show.
you, Angela.
She and her family. You know, the extension of the crop was announced yesterday.
Yes,
and we
and
will
we
be
will be
bringing
dealing
that
with that.
to you. But what we'll be doing, we'll be taking a break, and when we come back, we will definitely share that with our viewers and our radio listeners.
With Digicel new combo plans, we share voice, text, and data at a low monthly cost. Hey, it's better when we all play together.
They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Busta. range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Wow, Junior, now nearly time to go buy me number. How we go to shop to buy me number, man? Boy, Junior, time to go, you know. How we go buy me number? Boy, Junior, you see that nearly time? How we go to the store go buy me number? Junior.
What make I go buy number for you again? Why you not play this new Make Me Rich game? If you play using text messages per your phone, you don't have to leave the house. Plus, you have the chance to win up to $500,000.
$500,000?
Yes, come back and show you.
It's so easy. But why you never tell me about this last time?
I'm gonna try.
Junior. Oh, sit down. Make me rich show the command. I don't buy me numbers, boy. Boy, come on.
This is the game show. Make me rich, make me rich, make me rich.
We're looking at a mean electricity rate of 35 cents for the period from July 1st, 2015 to June 30th, 2016. This represents a 15.24% decrease in the mean electricity rates.
Have rates ever been this low?
I recall back in the early 80s, electricity was about 41, 43 cents in that range. But this is the first time that, yes, rates will have dipped this low officially.
They say winning isn't everything. They say big man can't jump. They say there's not a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But let me tell you something. Winning is the way. Winning can't change your life. Winning makes all the difference. But you gotta play the game to win the game. The Make Me Rich Lotto game. Buy your tickets today. Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get up.
Papa
Over and over again? This one you really not too bright. You, they talk about rates? Make we talk about value. Only Digicel prepaid calls go to 25 cents per minute after the first 10 minutes of calls every day. You smart Alex over there do that? Or do you charge customers one rate all day? I'll wait for your answer. Only Digicel allows customers to make unlimited calls and texts all night long with the new night shift for only $2.49. You smart Alex over there do that? I will wait for no answer. Not even ask me for we come up plan. That's a weird and 9 cents a minute. Plus free weekend. Plus one free calling circle. You smart Alex give any options for free weekends? Oh, wait for an answer.
Get more, do more, love more, live more with Digicel.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 27 minutes after 7 o'clock, and we're here with you all. Myself, Robert Checker Usher, along with Emmanuel, Mr. Dylan Jones, and part of the Channel 10 crew is taking care of the Make Me Rich. You know, as we mentioned earlier, someone won the 500,000 last night. I don't know, all these draws are done right here at Channel 10. You know, so the crew are taking care of that. But yesterday, well, today the 2014-2015 crop was supposed to come to a close, Papa.
That's exactly right.
But yesterday, a special announcement was made, so I think we need to talk about that a little.
Yes, actually. Well, I don't want to preempt what the deputy prime minister said, but it was welcome news, as a matter of fact, because at the end of the day, the cane farmers and all the interested parties, all the stakeholders of the sugar industry, decided in essence to come together and agreed to extend the crop by 5 wonderful days.
5 wonderful
Some
days.
people would have liked for it to be extended for more. But for all practical reasons, given the amount of rain that is possible in July, and also the fact that at the end of the day, Belize Sugar Industries needs to do its maintenance work.
Right, they
and
usually do
we're
their...
going to begin, hopefully, the Safra sometime in November,
right,
rather than February.
Yeah, this year it was...
Rather
it
than
started
February.
It started
and
in January.
I'm hoping that we do not have any mischief makers in this year. And I am going to be very, very open here. I'm just hopeful that the people have watched and learned.
Right.
Porque es una cosa de estar viendo y no aprender. A ver y aprender de la situación y no permitirse llevar por ciertos elementos que hasta se puede decir que son radicales, ¿no?
Because
Pero
if that situation didn't happen in late December and early January, 14, 15.
Thank you.
By this time, I believe then people must say, well, get ready to collect their bonus, Papa. You know?
Y la cantidad de caña procesada hubiera subido, no hubiera estado a 1.134, sino aproximadamente 1.234, aproximadamente 100,000 o hasta 200,000 toneladas de caña más. Y si estamos hablando de no sé cuánta caña que se va a quedar, eso no hubiera sucedido si hubiéramos empezado la zafra a tiempo.
All right, so
Simple.
That was one of the same reasons why the Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Gaspar Vega, who is the area representative for Orange Walk North, got the partners together. It came initially from the chairman of the SICB, Mr. Gabriel Martinez, and the minister took it up, prompted his CEO, Mr. Alpuche, to start doing conversation with
exactly
BSI.
in sequence as you say.
Yeah, so let's listen to that, what the Deputy Prime Minister...
This is the official release there.
Right,
yes.
All right, so we go to that and listen carefully, folks.
SICB, my colleague, Honorable Hugo Pat, Mr. Belisario Carballo,
what you call it?
Mr. Nole Leiva, Mrs. Olivia, representing BSI-ASR, Mr. Jose Novello, manager or chairman of SCPC, all chairmans and representatives of Arlequin Farmers Associations, members of the media, good morning. Today, once again, I feel very humbled, truthfully, to be able to announce to you that we were successful in extending the sugarcane season for this year. After the relentless plea from the different associations to the chairman of SICB, he got in touch with me and asked me if I can please assist in lobbying to extend the time or to extend the sugar crop for at least one more week. I thereafter got in touch with my CEO, who got in touch with Mr. McLachlan, and we started communicating for the extension. Of course, this was after it was agreed by all stakeholders that the crop would be closed or would come to an end on the 7th of July, which would be tomorrow. We all know that there's a lot of standover cane, and the plea of all associations was that there were several cane farmers who have not been able to deliver not even a piece of sugar cane. And that is when I more than ever got very concerned and thought that everyone should get the opportunity of delivering at least a percentage of their quota. We spoke over the telephone several times. I spoke to Mr. McLachlan, and we were in communication for a couple days, along with Mr. Celestino Ruiz. And we finally got to extend the crop for 5 more days. So they did compromise and said that the best they could do is to extend the crop by 5 more days. At this moment, I want to tell Mr. Carballo, BSI, ASR, that I, for one, is very grateful for making that change in lengthening the crop, because this is the type of actions that we need from all stakeholders of the sugar industry. We need to show not only to the industry, but to this country, that all stakeholders of this industry is committed to the industry, and that we're willing to do whatever it takes to ensure that the industry moves forward. The government, once again, have displayed and will always do whatever they can to ensure that the industry not only succeeds, but that it becomes better and better year or crop after crop. So, Mr. Bellis, truthfully, I want to say thanks for I know it shows the type of actions that we want, not only from BSI and ASR, we want these type of actions from all cane farmers association, from SCPC, from CIRDE, from SICB, from everyone, so that we continue to build on our confidence, on that trust with one another, so that the industry will continue to move forward. This crop, once again, is a record-breaking because as of yesterday, Mr. Carvalho? Midnight last night, BSI has milled 1.137 million tons of sugarcane. We're hoping, or BSI is hoping, to mill 1.175 by Sunday, 6 o'clock in the evening. Oh, not by Sunday, but by the time they finish milling all the cane that will be delivered until Sunday, 6 o'clock in the evening, which will be just about 30,000 tons less than last year. However, the sugar produced last year of the 1.2 million tons of sugar cane was 120,000 tons of sugar, while this year we have already produced 136,000 tons of sugar, and they're hoping to be able to produce 141,000 tons of sugar, which would be just like 21,000 more, or some 15% more sugar, even though less sugar cane was milled. And this success story is owed again to all stakeholders, because while the sugarcane farmers associations produce much better quality cane, harvested in a much better manner, BSI also milled in a much more efficient way. In other words, they were able to get much more sugar out of less sugar cane. So we hope that this continues, especially for these next 5-6 days, for the cane farmers to ensure that they burn cane in a most responsible manner, and the harvesting that they were doing 3-4 months ago continues, because we don't want to lose the quality that we have worked so hard for the entire crop. So again, I want to tell the cane farmers, please continue harvesting in the most responsible way, and I want to ask BSI to ensure that they continue the same efficient manner in milling the sugar cane. I want to remind all cane farmers that we must go back to our cycle that we had, where we started the crops late November, early December, to ensure that whenever we have a bumper crop like the one we're having today, an overproduction, that there would be enough time to be able to accommodate for more milling if needed. But however, if we don't start on time, we will always be running into problems like the ones that we're facing today. So again, I want to ask the cane farmers associations to ensure that this coming crop will start the season on time. Again, I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone and for coming together at this late time of the season to be able to come together, discuss openly, and ensure that we get across our message without disrespecting each other, and ensuring to let all the different stakeholders realize that all that we want is a better industry. I want to take this opportunity to thank the Almighty God for giving the guidance to the cane farmers, for giving the guidance to BSI, ASR, SCPC, CIRDE, We have done some exercises that have rubbed some farmers and some naysayers and people that are ready to give trouble, but we have come across as an industry that is firm and that have shown that all we're interested in is in the industry that we so much depend on, especially in the northern region of this country. Thank you all, and I want to thank our Almighty God for giving us life and for guiding us and ensuring that next year we have even another record-breaking year.
Well, Emmanuel, it's five more days to go. 5 more days to go.
5 días más y al final del día yo creo que hay mucho agradecimiento de parte de los cañeros por estos 5 días extras que en realidad hay muchas personas que están diciendo pues 5 días nos ayuda, pero aún así no es suficiente.
But the Deputy Prime Minister stated there of the amount that will be, the progress that will be for this next 5 days. So let's share
tenemos
that.
todavía una gran cantidad de caña parada que se va a quedar. Bueno, no obstante, el punto del día que él hizo, y claramente lo hizo, es si hubiéramos empezado la zafra suficientemente temprano, no estuviéramos en la situación que estamos con la caña que está restando. ¿Ok?
Right, and 5 days, lots of things need to be taken into account, Emmanuel, because usually when the crop closes, the factory gets ready to do their servicing, and then all this thing to pay the cane farmers, all those accountants, everything have to be taken care of. So
there's so much logistics that has to be done from.
And the time has overlapped already,
From Sunday on to the middle of August, I believe, because generally it's by a rule of thumb, I believe, that or a gentleman's agreement. I really don't know, or if perhaps it is actually written in an agreement that 6 weeks after the closure of the crop that you get your second
but
payment.
we have to go back. We have to go back. What happened in late 2014, 2015, when all those strike was going on, and they say the crop will start next week. When you're looking at start, they have to have a next assembly, and so many different things. And when tiny things happen, time they go.
Sí, pero claramente el primer ministro dijo que estos 5 días pues se extendieron, Chequi, para facilitar a aquellos cañeros que todavía, pequeños por lo general, que todavía no han logrado entregar a ningún pedazo de caña. Y esto me extrañó mucho porque dije, pues, ¿cómo es posible que a esta altura hay siempre aún cañeros que no han entregado absolutamente nada?
And the crop would have been closed today.
And the crop would have been closed today. ¿Qué sucede con ese cañero? Pierde su cuota para el siguiente año. Pues, ¿qué sucede, no? Pero yo creo que aquí lo que estamos viendo es un tipo de una forma de mala comunicación o de falta de organización entre lo que son los reaping groups.
They are the ones that decide who will put in cane,
right? Exactamente. Y también, como correctamente dijo el señor Belisario Carballo, que ahorita están trabajando en lo que es un SIMIS, the Sugar Industry Management Information Services, donde ellos tendrían información a través de este programa de saber, fulano de tal tiene tantos acres, tiene tanta cota y tiene tanta producción, él solo ha entregado el 25% de su caña, le vamos a dar un privilegio a él.
And we have that,
fulano de tal y tal y tal y tal, ya llenó su cuota, pues él tiene que esperar.
¿Quién se llama así? Tal y tal y tal y tal.
Pues para no elaborarte todos los puntos, pues estoy usando el tal y tal y tal. Pero lo que te estoy diciendo y lo que te estoy mostrando es simplemente una cosa, de que se están extendiendo estos 5 días para ayudar al cañero pequeño y se le pide a aquellos líderes de grupo que por favor faciliten y ayuden a esos cañeros pequeños para que puedan entregar siquiera una porción de su cuota.
Yeah, because we can look at it this way as well, Emmanuel. The bigger groups that have put in most of their cane already, if this 5 days would have been extended, then they may get opportunity to put in no more cane. So it would be closed for them today. So I believe they should call it a close and give the small farmers extra 5 days.
Exactamente. Es un periodo bastante crítico para mucha gente, porque hay 100 cañeros que no entregaron nada, que decir que son 100 cañeros que tienen caña y cuota, pero algunos de ellos solo tienen cuota, algunos no tienen caña.
Right. Well, let's see how you did an interview with Mr. Belisario Carballo as well, right?
Sí, pero sí, claro que sí. Y obviamente ahí la pregunta más grande era ¿cuánto tiempo más se puede extender la zafra?
All right, let's
sin
see how.
tener que comprometer el mantenimiento de Belice.
Okay, let's hear that interview with Emmanuel Martinez and Mr. Belisario Carballo from BSI ESR.
Buenos días, aquí nos encontramos en la oficina de SICB. We're here at the SICB offices here in Orange Oak, where we have evidenced a statement both from the DPM and from Mr. Carballo in regards to the extension of the cane crop. And a lot of people are saying 5 days is good news. We would have, some people are saying we would have liked an even larger amount of days. Would a further extension have compromised BSI's ability to do maintenance?
Yes, it would. Certainly under the circumstances, any additional day is good news. We have been able to agree extending the crop by 5 days. This is 5 days in addition to what we had already agreed before, because it was a compromise that we had agreed the 7th of July. But we have now heard a petition of both the farmers, the associations, and the government through the Deputy Prime Minister in discussions with us over the past few days. And we have agreed to go even further and extend by 5 days up to the Sunday, the 12th of July at 6 o'clock in the evening. So that's when the crop ends. Now officially, Sunday, the 12th of July at 6 p.m. in the evening. What we need to take into account is the fact that we are now into July, and so the flexibility of extending the crop even further is limited. We are aware, however, that because of the delay in the start of the crop, we are facing a situation where we are approaching the end of the crop and we still have quite a bit of cane that is stored over at the standing that is available for harvest. And so it's a very difficult discussion because we appreciate that obviously those farmers who still have not had an opportunity to deliver that cane would like to have that opportunity of delivering the cane. And we are still hoping that by extending these additional days, that the group leaders would find a way to ensure that those farmers who have not yet delivered get a chance to deliver. So I think the main message today is, look, this is an opportunity for those farmers who have not yet delivered to get that opportunity. And we really want to appeal to the group leaders to ensure that that happens as best as possible. But on the factory perspective, there clearly is limited flexibility because we have to stop to maintain the mill. The mill has worked very hard this crop. It has produced it will have produced by the end of the crop close to 141,000 tons of sugar. That is a record. The previous record to this was 125,000 tons that was produced in 1997. So it is a new record for the industry, 141,000 tons. Last year we produced 123,000 tons. And so the mill has really done its job, has worked hard, has worked well. We have good efficiencies. The cane quality was very good. Pull in cane was very good. And so those factors have combined to make this crop a record crop. But there has to be planning. We would like to bring back the crop into cycle. We would like to be in a position to start the crop in early December. And so for those reasons, there isn't much flexibility to extend even beyond what we are currently agreeing to extend.
Okay, great. You mentioned that hopefully we go back to the December-May season. Obviously, that is the way it's been for years. And hopefully we won't have any delay this year getting to some sort of agreement. But do you have any fears as to the quality of the cane that is going to be delivered to the factory come these 5 extra days in terms of the amount of mud that is being brought in?
Well, we are hoping that the quality control that has worked very well this crop will remain in place for this last week of crop. The mud levels are going up, but they're not to a level that we cannot deal with. It's more an issue of the freshness. We want to ensure that we maintain that freshness in the cane. We're seeing a lot of dextran, we're seeing a lot of starch in the current cane, reflecting less fresh cane that we would like. And that is obviously posing a problem for us in the processing of the cane into sugar. So we would like to obviously appeal for farmers to maintain control over their burning and their harvest, and let us end the crop in as best a note as we can.
Okay. The cane season, the crop for next year, do you have an estimated tonnage that is already in view for next year?
No, we don't at this time, and that is, I made mention in the press conference that it's important for the industry to develop a database of what cane is out there, what acreage is under cultivation, what production is on that acreage, age of the cane, all of that, variety of the cane. We need a database of that, and that's being developed currently by CIRDI. We call it the Sugar Industry Management Information System, SIMIS. It's referred to as SIMIS. We expect that SIMIS will be in place for use by the industry starting next crop. And so a lot of verification will be done during this out-of-crop period. The first exercise will be to try to get a feel for what cane is stood over, to get a survey done, to get a feel for how much cane will be stood over. And going forward, however, we need that database to be able to assist the industry in making decisions like the end of the crop or when we start the crop. The crop planning needs to take into account solid data, and we have not had that in the industry for all these years that we have been in business, and we as an industry need to develop into having that level of database, which is typically in place in all.
We can clearly see, Emmanuel, that the input that BSI ASR is putting in is very important when it comes to
obviously, and I think that it took the Prime Minister, he took time apart to congratulate Belize Sugar Industries, ASR, and obviously in the presence of Mr. Belisario Carballo there, because I think that they have done a formidable job.
Definitely.
I mean, if you're going to be congratulating the cane farmers for a successful crop, I think that in much the same manner, I mean, in all sense of civility, to call a spade a spade. If they have done formidable, if you have had formidable efficiency throughout this crop, I don't think that we've heard during this crop any breakdowns or extended periods of factory broke down, we can't accept no cane. I think that they've done a wonderful job.
He's already talking about the 2015, 2016. I think he mentioned something like December to May.
Yes, as a matter of fact, if we go back to the routine, and at one point, I'm sorry, it was November.
Yeah,
November. Late part of November.
Right.
Because obviously los cañeros dicen, ¿sabes qué? Pues quisiera yo poder tomar oportunidad de entregar mi caña desde fin de noviembre, principios de diciembre, para poder tener un poco de ingreso para la Navidad.
Yeah, right.
Y no los culpas, ¿verdad? No los culpas, obviamente. Pero también tomando oportunidad al tiempo de que es tiempo seco.
Yeah, that's the same thing I said before we listened to that beautiful song that is called Before the Rain.
Before the Rain.
Hey, Emmanuel, we need to take a little break, and when we come back, we will chat a little more.
Así que hay que felicitar a tanto los cañeros por un record-breaking zafra. Han producido en realidad en exceso, como dijo, si me permites aquí, hasta el 6 de julio, se había entregado 1.137 millones de toneladas de caña y se espera de que para el domingo a las 6 se haya entregado y se haya procesado 1.175 millones de toneladas de caña. Bueno, lo máximo que ha hecho la fábrica es 1.2 millones, así que creo que el año pasado hicieron 1.2 millones, procesaron 1.2 millones de toneladas, que este año pues nada más sería menos 20,000 toneladas. Pero lo significativo de este año es que este año con menos caña se ha producido mucho más azúcar, lo cual indica que el cañero le está metiendo esmero, están tomando las medidas correctas para para asegurarse que la calidad de la caña, Chequi, calidad de
That's
la
what
caña
Mr. Carballo mentioned.
y las prácticas correctas que no dejen ya me entiendes, porque ya de quema, de cosecha, todo eso, esas prácticas tienen que optimizarse.
So, Emmanuel, one time folks believe that when the rain comes, it's just because they figure that the only issue is that because the cane farmers cannot get into their fields to bring out
No,
the cane.
there's actual reduction in sucrose and
that,
so forth.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
not the only reason,
That's
because
not the
all the
only
mud
reason.
start, the accumulation.
Exactamente. Se ve que luego que caen las lluvias, pues algo sucede y la caña no trae la igual cantidad de contenido de sucrose que por lo general tuviera. Así que para terminar rápidamente, Chequi, quiero hacer mención del hecho que se había procesado 120,000 toneladas de azúcar hasta, creo que el año pasado, eso es lo que se procesó, pero hasta el domingo se había procesado 136,000. Estamos dando cuenta que con menos azúcar, menos caña, más azúcar, y que para el fin de la zafra el domingo se haya procesado 141,000. Y hizo correctamente una nota el viceprimer ministro cuando dijo que es un incremento de 15%.
All right, so with all the things that went wrong in December and January, we still had a good crop.
Pues por eso le damos gracias a Dios por esa bendición que nos dio.
All right, so we will take a short break and we will be right back. Stay tuned to the Sugar City Morning Show.
Play the new Make Me Rich lottery game, where prepaid users have a chance to win up to $500,000. To get rich, text your numbers to 7424. Choose 5 balls, 4 cool balls between 1 to 40, and 1 hot ball between 1 to 10. Or simply text QP for a quick pick, and 5 numbers will be chosen at random. $3.50 will be automatically deducted from your phone's primary balance, and the digital receipt will be texted back to you. You win $1 phone credit with any matching cool ball, $5 phone credit with any 2 matching cool balls, $50 phone credit with any 3 matching cool balls, match all 4 and win $5,000 cash. Get all 4 cool balls and the hot ball, and you'll win $500,000. Make Me Rich will text you back to let you know what you won. So tune in 8 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays to the Make Me Rich game show and get rich.
Make me rich, make me rich, make me rich. This is the game show. Make me rich, make me rich, make me.
The transformation continues as the government of Belize is now embarking on a massive rollout of Petro-Caribe funds to rural communities countrywide. Contracts have been signed for works to commence in several villages in the coming weeks, and that is just the beginning.
Petro-Caribe is coming to Trial Farm and Ladyville and San Narciso and Bella Vista and Socots and Independence and Esperanza and Bullet Tree and Carmelita, and it will not stop until every village constituency in the entire country would have received its fair share of Petro-Caribe.
Transforming lives, transforming beliefs, a government for all.
Morning, I hope you could help me.
Morning, sure thing. What can I do for you?
I'm a very busy man and always on the go. But lately, I don't have time for the word about bonus they expire, whip off it, top up, and anything there. But I hear about some combo plans that you don't have. How do they really compare to double triple?
Well, let me tell you this. Combo plan prices beat anything out there. We could give you double triple every day and still it wouldn't come close.
Even better than double triple?
Yes. With our new combo plan for only $139, you get 800 minutes, 800 texts, 5 gig free 4G data, 400 bonus minutes, and free weekends.
Uh-huh.
Yup. The 800 minutes alone are worth more than that. So basically, you get the text, the 4G data, the bonus minutes and weekends absolutely free.
Sign me up before you change your mind.
With Digitel's new combo plans, it's easier than you think to go postpaid.
Get more, do more, love more, live more. With Digicel.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
I'm Luke Smith, 35 years old, been 16 years in my wheelchair.
I'm David Wade, I'm 42 years old, working at Sister Construction.
My name is Tracy Elizabeth Grant.
Michael Bradley, 18 years old, I'm a mechanic.
Delphina Terry, I'm 54 years old.
Well, I hire for do a least security job, check the stuff then that comes out and goes in, you know.
Basically, I used to like catch and kill, sell drugs here and there, you know, but since this is happening, well, I built my own house after this already. Got my own house.
I used to sell fish. My life used to do a lot of hustling. Through the project, I work with the same gang youths on the streets, and I get little contracts and jobs so that they can come up and do something instead of just wasting their minds.
My stepfather that died, he was the one balancing things, right? Since I got it, look like everything is going good. Yeah, I will pay house rent and bills and things, so it's a live for me. It's me and my mom.
I don't have to day every day begging for a quarter so I could buy myself a pack bread. I got a job now, I could buy what I want.
I feel good. For example, I was working on the Chetomal Bridge doing a bit of welding. I could say one day I could carry my grandkids and my kids there and tell them that I did something for Belize.
When I got my kids, I can me build this bridge.
I'm glad that my work involved in it, and I'll be a part of it too.
My name is Delphina Terry.
My name is Luke Smith.
Tracy Grant.
Michael Bradley.
My name is David Wade.
And my life has been transformed.
And my life has been transformed.
Life is hard, but not hard enough that you can do something for yourself, you know?
Looking at mean electricity rate of 35 cents for the period from July 1st, 2015 to June 30th, 2016. This represents a 15.24% decrease in the mean electricity rates.
Have rates ever been this low?
I recall back in the early 80s, electricity was about 41, 43 cents in that range. But this is the first time that, yes, rates will have dipped this low officially.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's now 4 minutes after 8 o'clock.
As quick as that, boy?
Yeah, a lot of people, they look for get in and work right now and settle in right now, Emmanuel. All over the country, want to say hello to everyone. And today, Mr. Jones is not here because they are taking care of the Make Me Rich, the person that won that.
Making somebody rich.
Yeah, making somebody rich. And you know, Make Me Rich is a Channel 10, part of Channel 10 as well, because that lotto is being drawn right here at Channel 10. So the Channel 10 crew is being part of that today, along with the cameramen and Mr. Jones. You know, I don't know how close he can get to that 500,000, but he don't give it to already.
I hope
So
not too close.
yeah, but you know, Emmanuel, it has been a very interesting morning so far.
Yes.
Today is the 7th day of July 20. 2015 it is.
How time flies, boy. How time flies. Chicky.
Yeah, because I don't like bring back them memories to you, Emmanuel, but I know tomorrow will mark 1 year since
That's
your brother
exactly you read
Fred passed away, you know.
You read my mind, boy, because I remember being in Merida at the 8th of July, and I was about to go to sleep when I get a call from my sister saying, ¿sabes qué? Tu hermano acaba de fallecer, pero no en la forma que yo te lo estoy diciendo, ya me entiendes, en una forma completamente diferente. Y yo ahí estoy solito y no sé qué hacer, y quiero gritar, quiero llorar, y bueno, pero estoy solo al final del día. So, ¿qué hago? Pues hay que hay que buscar cómo conseguir un camión, algo para venirse a Orange Walk, ¿no? Y estar aquí en familia.
That time Orange Walk must feel very far away, don't you, Papa?
Too far.
Too far, true.
Way too far.
Yeah.
Way too far. Y no veía cómo las horas, cómo las horas no pasaban. Veía que las horas no pasaban, because no puedo dormir, no puedo ver televisión, no puedo distraer mi mente.
You don't get sleepy at all, no?
No.
You don't get hungry, nothing.
Digo, puchica, ojalá yo estuviera con mi familia, con mi cuñada, con mi hermana, con mis sobrinos.
Right.
¿Cómo estarán todo esto? Pero esto es algo que sucede con todas las familias. Pero, pues rápidamente, nada más quiero decirte que mi hermano pues fue un hombre muy amado por una gran cantidad de gente, respetado. Pero...
But Papa, you can only get respect by gaining it, you know.
Yes.
You know, and he gained that respect, but he never fight for it. That was naturally him. You know, so everything that he does come respectful to everybody. When I hear about Fred, when you hear about Fred, when I got the text about 1 a.m. and somebody just sent me a text and said, Fred just died, you know, and I said, wow. But when I say Fred, I know which Fred we are talking about. I never get it mistaken at all. You know, and I did some call. I think I spoke to Anna, and they said, yes, boy, that's true. You know, and when the following day, when I woke up, we came to work. We did a little tribute to him, and I went by the church because I spoke to Anna earlier. She called me and she said that she wanted us to look after the sound system in the church because somehow it wasn't working too well, you know. And we were there. That same day, Mr. Greg Vernon came down. And he had some commitments in Corozal, and he just crashed all of that. Said, okay, we're here with Anna. I'll stick with Anna, but I want to ask Anna first if she needs my help. And Anna tell her, Greg, you're here. Let's stay together. You know, and we set up all the sound system in the church, and Anna's a very strong lady, you know.
Of course she is.
Yeah, she's a very strong lady, you know, and then the folks from Foreign Affairs were here quick as well. They got here very quick, and we went through everything, checked the system in the church. We got to get some systems set up outside as well, because of course it was going to be a state official funeral.
State funeral.
Yeah, so we make sure that we had some system outside and everything. And everything just went well, you know. But
it breaks our hearts to remember these things, but you know, I think that it's only natural. I mean, it's in much the same way that we remember the good memories.
Yeah,
we
true.
Can't just literally forget the bad ones.
If so many people,
because in some way or the other we find solace and we find comfort in the fact that others helped us through those difficult moments. So I want to thank you for that.
Well, like Anna asked me that the people from Foreign Affairs want to know how much I'm going to charge for my service. Tell her, Anna, that's not a question. That's not supposed to come up. He said, no, but there is. I tell her, no. So the lady from Foreign Affairs came and said, I need an invoice. I tell her, I don't have no invoice for you. I tell her, Fred, me and Fred grew up.
That from way back.
Yeah, from way back. We had this VSM. You remember the VSM?
Yes, Voice of the
Voice of the Silent Majority. Yes. We have the Youths of Unity, the YOU group. Remember the youth group? We used to be in that youth group.
All his involvement in Rotaract.
Yeah, Rotaract. That are the man who beautify up the place, you know.
Yes.
We beautify up Orange Walk, you know, they beautify up Orange Walk and all that Queen Victoria Avenue area.
Yes.
And also I remember when the Queen came in 1985.
85?
Yeah. Fred was the mayor at that time.
Just recently married, right?
Yeah, and he called on me to the year before that, I did a work with Orangewa Technical High School.
You remember that clearly, Chucky?
Yeah, when
The arrival of the Queen?
Yeah, when Clarence Shepard and those guys graduated from Technical High School, no, from Muffles, sorry, it was from Muffles, we did a rendition of the song of We Are the World. And Fred was the guest speaker at that graduation. And Fred saw the work that these guys did with that song. So when the Queen was coming, Fred called on me and said, you know what, I need to get 6 students from Muffles College, and I need you to come right here at my office at Town Hall and train them to sing the national anthem. But I not just want to make them sing, I want to make you play it on the keyboard as well for when the Queen arrives. And we practice and practice and practice and practice, and Fred bring with you water, for with you salt, bring with you juice. If anything you need, check it, call for me. Yeah, I'm at a shop. Because you know you still stay at a shop on Lee Wild, right? And then, you know, we gone through this whole thing and get this thing done, and it was very marvelous. Fred was there. You know, he
That's
always...
easily 30 years ago, you know.
Yeah.
30 years ago that Queen Elizabeth came, and I can recall, and I just want to say that it is a fact that the Central Park is not the Central Park. The Central Park is the Queen Elizabeth Park because it was rededicated to the Queen Elizabeth II in honor of her visit.
Right, right.
And there are some people who are saying, oh, we have to get rid of those colonial names and get rid of all these things that remind us of English monarchy and so forth. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I don't mean that we should be forever stuck to colonialism, but I guess that in much the same way, should we rename Albert Street? Should we rename Regent Street? Should we rename Virginia in the States? Should we rename all of these people just because it brings some sort of memory of colonialism?
You see,
No,
Emmanuel?
it's part of our heritage and part of our culture.
What made it more unique, because your brother Fred, he never just gone there and named this place Queen Elizabeth Park. The Queen was here.
Exactly.
She was here, you know, and that happened that time, you know, but, and then they said that when the UDP they in power and then the Queen come. So they had some kind of thing with this partner. So
And whenever whoever is in government, is in the control of the town council, that will dictate the name of the Queen Elizabeth Park. Because when PUP come in, then return it back to Central Park.
But
and that's a fact. And when UDP come in, the name all of a sudden change to Queen Elizabeth the Second. It is wrong. I mean, Central Park in the States doesn't change. Battlefield Park in Belize did not change. What kind of absurdity is this? It has been renamed Queen Elizabeth Park.
Yeah, and
in honor of our visit to Orange Walk.
And those were signed documents as well.
I don't know, but
yes, they were signed documents.
Of course, I would imagine that there's an SI or something like that makes that a permanent.
Yeah, but
thing,
but not only that. You remember? Well, I know. I see if you remember, because I know that you remember the group Rotaract. You were a big part of that. Fred was in Rotary, but Fred was still there to make sure that everything they got the right way it's supposed to go, right?
That's right.
And when we used to have meeting, that's when Ruben Campos used to run in Orangeville North. I believe Fred was the chairman of the committee. Anytime I have meeting, Fred always did it on time. One time Fred not did it on time because he have some work at the shop, but he always send a message, you know, there. Nobody has start no meeting if Fred no come, because nobody don't want to have the meeting if Fred is not there. You understand?
Yes, well,
You know,
yes.
so-
I think my brother over the years distinguished himself as a
And he's
statesman,
internationally
as a
known as well,
diplomat,
right?
As a statesman, as a diplomat, as an ambassador. I'm still very proud of him, of his accomplishments, of his memory, and you know, tomorrow is going to be the anniversary of his death, the first anniversary of his death, and we're just preempting the occasion by giving some little chat here about him. But I'm sure that a lot of people still hold him there in their memories.
That's true.
We
man.
certainly do. We still, we still remember. We still, as a matter of fact, it's very difficult to just quickly, he
before-
remains a part of our lives, and that will forever be. that will forever
Yeah.
be. It
Before
will-
we leave this topic, Emmanuel, how is Emma and the boys
They're doing quite well, actually. Emma is here in Belize. She is working in Belize City. She is the manager of a clinic, of the Belize Endoscopy Clinic,
Yeah.
along with
How the boys doing?
the Gabriels, who are very good friends to the family, gave her the position.
They are very good friends. No, we're very good friends.
Are
Yeah,
very good friends. Are very good friends. of
How the boys
family.
doing?
Thank you. They're doing quite well. One is in Chile, one is in the United States, and one is in Guatemala. But they should be coming very soon.
Okay, good. So we will always remember Fred, man.
Yes.
You know, we have a text here. Say, good show. Big up my family, my sis, Lorraine visiting from LA, Delcia, Gabriela, Karina. Morning. All right, so good morning. That's from viewer all the way from Belize City.
Okay, great.
Miss Myrna Usher, good morning. Hoping everything is fine. Sally, Brian, the rest of the crew. You know, it's always good to know that our friends and our viewers stay in tune. Emmanuel, it's already 60 minutes after 8 o'clock. We have, you know, in this time is when school closes, school goes out. We hear this here, we hear this there. We hear about summer camps. They have summer
Yes,
camps.
and we decided to talk about it because I think at the end of the day, that is the topic of discussion in a lot of people's homes.
Right,
At the end of the day, boy, ¿qué vas a hacer? Si no te buscas algo que hacer, búscate un machete.
You know, last
Eso es lo
week,
que me
yeah.
dijeron a mí. Búscate un machete aquí, pero flojeando no vas a estar. Hoy en día tenemos la posibilidad de summer camps y hay varios summer camps sucediendo aquí en Orange Walk.
Yeah, last week, Councillor Casemiro and Miss Nelita was here talking about their summer camp that they're having. And all over the country, they're having different summer camp. I believe the Banquitas House of Culture usually does some in music and different arts. The Artisans was here as well, and they have their summer camp as well.
Yes.
So mamas are having their summer camp. So that summer camp for all walks of life, all children. You guys were in San Jose last Saturday.
Yes.
You did that report yesterday.
Yes.
Which is good. And what they're doing there in San Jose?
Actually, it's a group that is sponsored by another group in Belize City, Winners, and it's further being sponsored by the United Nations Development Fund. But it is a way of trying to empower young people to make right decisions. When I say empower, I mean giving them skills, teaching them how to make right decisions, teaching them about themselves, getting to know themselves, and getting to well, they're in a point in their life where they're the most vulnerable. You know,
Right,
they're in
yeah.
that growing stage where they're feeling out, and many times it happens that because of curiosity, you go into areas where you're not supposed to go in.
They want to try something.
Exactly.
You use the correct word,
So-
curiosity.
Yes. So what happens is that the sort of training and the sort of guidance that they're getting very direct and very good guidance in telling them, look, these are the things that you will be confronted with in life.
Yeah.
Please, you have to be, and this is the gist of the story, you need to have an awareness of yourself. You need to be aware that, you know, about the self-esteem aspect, the respect aspect, the responsibility to your family aspect, the responsibility to yourself aspect, and all of these things that they're being taught of. And I think at the end of the day, they're very privileged.
Right.
Because not a lot of people have that kind of privilege or opportunity to get to know themselves and to be able to learn to live along with others in an environment that is very positive.
So
you know
we
what I mean?
welcome all summer camps.
Yes,
all summer
yes.
camps.
So I hear that now Mr. Denny has a summer camp for Central.
Yeah, for Central.
I hear that and we're belaboring this point, guys, because no hay razón para que te quedes en casa y decir, yo no sabía. Hay muchos summer camps que están disponibles para ti hoy en día. North, Mr. Agapi has his summer camps.
That is scheduled to start sometime around the ending of the month.
Exactly.
And what is so unique
And we'll
about
have
that?
more about that.
Yeah. What is so unique about that as well, Emmanuel, is that they have the opening right here in Trial Farm and they
Thank
bring
you.
in all the different children from the different villages that will be participating in the summer camps. And it ends off with a big bang in Trial Farm as well. So, and also the Trial Farm field is being utilized because they do football for ladies, for girls and for boys. They have the basketball that they do as well, and they do running. And usually they have sports enthusiasts that volunteer their time, like someone that is versed in basketball, then go there and do their thing.
Teach them for dribble and to score, or teaching them the rules of basketball.
Yeah, and then we wanna share with our viewers that the bleachers that I think you showed them one time earlier when they were on the preliminary stage. Well, now the bleachers, one of the section is finished already, and you can see that's a Trial Farm right there, no?
Yes, I know. And as a matter of fact, what happens
Watch
is
how beautiful it
that,
look.
yes.
That one seat over 100 persons, Emmanuel.
Actually, we made an estimate, and it is 40 feet.
40.
And we feel that I think that it was like, it's
And that was yesterday. I
Thank
just
you,
finished
yes.
painting, and the next I spoke to one of the contractor out there, and they say by Friday, the next one's supposed to be finished. By Friday, they are ready to hand in the that project. You see, he got the roof as well, and then over the next side, the next side of the field, there
they're
is
having
an
the
area,
dugouts.
yeah, where the teams, we didn't zoom it much, but we can see them on both sides. When I have two teams to play, one will be on one side, one will be on the other side, and those will be completed by Friday. And look how nice the field look.
Why, yes, and I think that at the end of the day, Checky, there are 95 camps countrywide that will be benefiting you.
95.
In this case, with the refurbishment of the Trial Farm field and all of the expenses paid is by, I do believe that Belize Natural Energy Trust Fund.
Right.
They are the ones who are sponsoring the economic aspect of that refurbishment there. Obviously, you needed a man at the top to begin to instigate that kind of thing.
And that's
so
the Honorable...
Thank you very much.
Honorable
That's
Gaspar
Honorable
Vega.
Gaspar Vega.
If I'm not mistaken, my assumption is that we know the Vegas Cup will be coming up. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that might be inaugurated when they have the opening marathon. That's my speculation. But there is a meeting scheduled for sometime today for that
As a
Vegas
matter of
Cup.
fact, yes, we have been repeating this message for Raul who sent us. But this is a meeting today at 5 o'clock para todas las personas, the managers, the coaches, not coaches, the owners and the managers of the teams, owners and managers of the teams.
They're invited to this meeting.
They're invited to be a part of the meeting today at Vegas Imports at 5 o'clock. Obviously, like you correctly said, the Vegas tournament is about to begin. When I say about, I mean entre muy poco. And actually, the opening tournament is scheduled for the latter part of this month.
Yeah, that's the
I don't
26th.
have the 26th, right? The 26th of July. So, pues obviamente hay que empezar a hacer todos los arreglos, ¿no?
Yeah, but we were looking at Trial Farm there, Emmanuel, but the Vegas Cup tournament is not only in Trial Farm. It's all the villages in Orange Walk North.
Because it is shifted from one field to the other,
Yeah,
right?
from one village to the next, and then when it comes to the end, last year they took it to the People's Stadium for the finals. But perhaps this year it will be some other village. I'm not sure how that is decided on. We need to get in touch with Raul to find out how it's been decided on, right?
Generally, when does it finish? The Vegas
It finished
Cup?
in early December.
Early December.
Yeah, early December.
And I think that simultaneous to that, there was going to be an Elodie Aragon Cup as well, no?
Yeah, they have the Christmas Cup.
The Christmas Cup.
Yeah, they have the Christmas Cup. And usually, last year the big prize was $3,000. First prize, second prize was $2,000, and third prize was $1,000.
So big money to give out, John.
Yes, man. That's why this Vegas Cup tournament, Emmanuel, is a very big cup.
It's a prestigious cup
Yeah.
because obviously everybody wants to go in and win the prizes.
That's
so
why
you have a lot of participation.
Yeah, the last time when both coaches of the national team were here, I encouraged them to go and see some of those games, to scout for some of the young players.
I found it so ironic that we have two of the coaches, the two main coaches are from Orange Walk, and we are Orange Walk not a shine in the team.
Yeah, so
it's unfortunate. It's ironic apart from being unfortunate.
Right. So we look forward to this Vegas Cup tournament, and man, there's many summer camps out there. They have the one at the Banquitas. Emmanuel, I guess you mentioned one for Central as well, right?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I think that Chantel was here and Ms. Nelita were here, and that seems to be a very interesting summer camp for those people in the Central Division. Now, I gather they have spaces for like 100, 125 people, if I'm not
that's
mistaken.
A big summer camp.
You know, I don't recall exactly the numbers, but fácilmente chequé. Hay espacio para mucho más que eso.
Right.
Y ellos dicen que ellos no están en posición para rehusar a nadie. Así que, you know, they may want to do splitting and so forth. But at the end of the day, I want to point out and I want to congratulate the fact that the government of Belize, through the Petrocaribe initiative, is making available a lot of money to be able to stimulate this kind of activity.
Right,
to be able to say, you know, 95 summer camps within the country of Belize, approximately 10,000 kids being affected positively because of that. If we take an average of 100, you know,
right,
of 100, 10,000 kids being taught to appreciate sportsmanship, being taught, being involved in sports rather than being involved in some sort of negative environment where at the end of the day they can easily be trapped in that kind of activity. And you know what I'm talking about.
Right. Well, Emmanuel, it's 27 minutes after 8 o'clock. We know the Channel 10 crew needs to move up to this Make Me Rich event for today.
We're going to make me rich, man.
It has been a pleasure. And, you know, throughout this length and breadth of our beautiful country that's called Belize.
It's been a pleasure.
A lot of people say,
it has been a pleasure to be with you.
You know what
here.
some people say when they come to Belize? Where were you hiding? This beautiful country. This beautiful country of Belize. Where were you, Belize? Where were you?
Where have you been all my life?
Yeah, Belize has been here. You know, but you know, Belize don't be so harsh. But I say, where are you? Belize say, welcome. You know?
Where have you been all my life?
Yeah, so if the good Lord so will, we'll be back tomorrow. And tomorrow is the by-election in Danriga as well.
Man, we nearly forget this by-election.
And that is tomorrow, Manuel. That is tomorrow.
I guess that I already have it as a given that
So I believe right now, the drums must have the roll and all of that. Then hudut and then
why
no
begin to mention. Actually, I got a number of invitations to go to Danriga.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I got a number of invitations to go. He said, Emmanuel, please come along. We'd love to have you here. You don't have to work. You just have to sit right down there, and so we bring the food so you and eat it.
And this is the second. Yeah? This is the second by-election for this year.
Yes, the second by-election
in January.
And I think that it's an important one. An important one because it's going to further set the momentum to the victory for the United Democratic Party when the general elections is called, whenever they are called.
And there's over 5,000 votes.
Yes, 5,700 people.
Yeah, that's including Danriga. That's the entire Danriga town and Hope Creek and Sarawi.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so we want to say hello.
All the best to Papa Mena.
That's Frank Papa Mena,
right? Papa Mena. And I was watching his message last night on the TV.
I saw it, but I didn't get the opportunity to listen to it.
Yes, I think it's a very positive message saying, look, the transformation has arrived to Danriga.
Right.
And on that premise, you have voted us in to the town council, meaning us, the UDP.
And that was just last year?
And that was this year for March.
Oh, yeah,
town council.
Some months ago.
And yes, as a matter of fact, the UDP won that town council by over 600 votes.
In Danriga?
An average of in Danriga. He says, we have worked over the past months to show you that good things will come with United Democratic Party. We Dangriga had been essentially abandoned with the POP for so many years.
Yeah.
And as soon as they decided to vote for the United Democratic Party, good things started coming to Dangriga.
Yeah,
the
you know,
development, the streets being paved, the development of housing areas and housing sites and so forth, and the people are aware, they are watching, and they're saying, well, we're going to waste time all the while with this not a party, and no. as simple as that.
That was it. You know, Papa was the mayor of Dangriga one time as well, right?
Yes,
Yeah, he was the mayor.
yes. So, podemos adelantar una victoria para el Partido Unido Democrático. Podemos adelantar una victoria para el UDP.
Emmanuel, them boy don't look for start to pack up wire.
Why would make me?
You going to?
Make me hard to.
You going to get it?
Sometimes I don't like pelican, you know.
You hope for the ask you if you're going to. You're not going to, you? Yeah.
Sometimes I don't like pelican. It blow me exactly where power want go.
Okay, so Emmanuel going.
Please blow me exactly where power.
Of our manager here, Mr. Morris Kokom, and Raheem Wagner on the control. Chepe looking on. Emmanuel, it has been a pleasure, my brother.
It has been a pleasure indeed.
And if the good Lord so will, we should be back tomorrow, right?
And exactly right. Exactly.
Folks, if you never see the whole show, you could check out the repeat tonight at 9 o'clock, right here on Channel 10. Also on channel 61. Yeah, and channel 17.
Channel 17 or 21-110 if you have a digital television. There is no excuse for you to say, I missed the show, because it's repeated tonight at 9 o'clock on all of these TV stations. And if you want to also review our show, even during the course of the day, you can always go to the internet and you can visit the YouTube and you can do a short search for Sugar City Morning Show.
Just put
for the relevant date. And you can watch even the one for 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago, just by assigning a date, and that is going to pop right up, and you're going to be able to see it. That's an option we give you to the public. And y pues con eso, Chequi, gracias. Estamos aquí deseándoles todo lo mejor para el resto del día y con la esperanza de poder estar vivos para estar en su grata sintonía mañana por la mañana.
All right, thank you so much once again, Emmanuel. So remember, you can catch us on YouTube. Call your families and friends and let them know that the Sugar City Morning Show is on live on YouTube every day. We understand we have good weather in Orange Walk today, so we want to say good morning once again to everyone. And one of the part of the crew gone already. You know, you lead the pack, so by the time you get there, food's supposed to ready, Papa.
Food's supposed to done because he
Well, once again, folks, this is Robert Chequi Usher wishing you the best and enjoy the rest of your day. We're gone.
Hasta luego, cuídense mucho.